If you just received your learner license and are gearing up for your road test, then this video might be just what you need. Hi there, I'm Yuen. I moved to Canada in 2019 from Vietnam, a country known as the Kingdom of Scooters. Canada, on the other hand, is predominantly a car driving nation. I never thought I'd be behind the wheel one day, especially coming from a place where scooters rule. Due to COVID-19, my road test got rescheduled, and on November 10, 2020, with a stroke of luck, I passed on my first attempt. So today, I'm excited to share with you my insights and tips to help you prepare for the road test. Time to get ready! Before the test, make sure that your vehicle is in tip-top shape. Check everything. Check your headlights, beam lights, horn, signal lights, wipers, defrost windows, tires at least 3.5 mm thick, windshield, make sure that there's no cracks, and brake lights. It's also important to be familiar with hand signals in case signal lights fail. Left turn signal, right turn signal, and slow down or stop signal. Now, as we all set, let's move on to the conditions to pass the road test. There are 4 conditions. The first one is lane control. Stay in the right lane and maintain the center. Avoid drifting into other lanes. Know when to change lanes, especially at intersections and roundabouts. Understand two-way left turns is also helpful. The second condition I want to talk about is speed control. For inside the city, 50 km per hour. For outside the city, 80 km per hour. Playground, typically 30 km per hour. And school zones during school days and times, 30 km per hour. Start slowing down before reaching the sign. And slow down in residential areas with parked cars, around 40 km per hour. Let's move on to the third condition, observation. Perform shoulder checks and mirror checks constantly. Pay close attention to bikers and pedestrians. Before you turn left or right, or reverse or anything else, you have to check if there's anybody there. Some people may jump out onto the road or run across the road, especially residential areas and intersections. The last condition I want to talk about is communication. Before you turn left or right or change lanes, you need to signal ahead half a block, about 30 to 50 meters, or the signals have to make at least 3 clicks, just so the people behind have enough time to react. When you see the vehicle ahead of you want to change lanes, slow down so they know you're letting them in. On the highway, if you see vehicles on the right side want to merge in, depending on the speed of that vehicle and the position of your vehicle and that vehicle, if you think they can merge in time, then slow down to let them in, but not too slow, minimum 80 km per hour. If you think you will pass the merge point before they get there, keep going with your speed at the time. Don't hesitate on the highway. And when you stop for pedestrians, make a complete stop and don't stop too close to the crosswalk. They will be afraid to cross. That's another way to communicate. I still remember my feelings when I first jumped in the driver's seat. I also remember the first time I entered the highway. Don't worry, those feelings will wear off as you practice. I used to have really bad car sick.
and I rather bike 2 hours to work instead of taking a bus. So I can do it. You can do it. Good luck with your road test.